This is for that. He's finally done it. It's Tommy's time. The Fedex signed, sealed and delivered. Tour champion, Fedex Cup, 5-year exemption on the PGA Tour, along with $10 million. 164 starts, but now a champion.
So he's done it. Tommy Fleetwood has done it. Oh my god, well done, Tommy. Excuse the mess in the background, this is all Loft and Lie golf gloves. Loft and Lie. So Tommy wins the Tour Championship at East Lakes. Oh my god, and £10 million in the back pocket. Well done, Tommy. We're going to talk about what equipment he uses. I'm going to leave a link on the top here as to what Scottish Scheffler used to win the Open Championship, and you can look at the difference. Both of these guys are sponsored by TaylorMade. Scottish Scheffler has a lot of clubs in the bag that are not TaylorMade, but we're not here to talk about Scottish Scheffler, we're here to talk about Tommy Fleetwood. And how well did he do holding off Patrick Cantlay coming down the stretch? Absolutely fantastic. With that breathing space down the last to be able to just par the par 5 to finish it off. Job done. Pitched it up, 2 putts, lagged it up from 12 feet. Quite right, I'd have 3-putted that just for the crack. Ah, Tommy, come on, Tommy, brilliant. And that's so good for European golf. You think of the Ryder Cup coming up, it puts us in a really good position. Bob McIntyre did really well. There was a part in the week when Rory was playing with Scottish Scheffler. Rory had a putt, Scheffler's putt was on his line, Rory missed, Scheffler got the read, went in, hold his, and the fans start shouting USA. It's already started. Wow. So what clubs did Tommy use? Well, so Tommy's been in the mix for the last 2 or 3 weeks, as we know, at the Travellers Championship. I've got this written here. He used the Ventus red shaft in his driver. This week he used the Ventus blue. The blue's got a slightly stiffer tip section and it gets progressively softer all the way up to the butt end of the golf club. The red, which he used at the Travellers, was slightly stiffer at the butt end and gets softer down to the tip. So he's back to a slightly stiffer tip. I guess that keeps the ball straighter. Probably a little bit more penetrating ball flight. And he's got that in his QI35. His QI35 is set at 10.5 degrees, or certainly a 10.5 degree head. Then of course he's got his mini driver, the R7 quad mini driver. Oh my god, that's a little machine. I don't know if you've tried the mini driver or not. I've tried the mini driver. I've got the burner, which is the previous model to the R7. I like it. It's very, very good. I see it more of a sort of 2-wood because of the size of the head. It's still quite bulbous. Tommy plays it as, I don't know what he plays it as, but it's such a go-to club for him. He used it a lot yesterday. Really, really just puts him in play, keeps the flight down slightly and can really hit a straight low ball out there with that's got a little bit of run, especially when driver's not working, and it doesn't take a huge amount off. It's actually an incredible piece of kit. He has a Ventus blue in there as well, so the same shaft in his mini driver as he has for his QI35 driver. There's a lot of head covers in Tommy's bag. Driver, mini driver, 5-wood, 9-wood. 5-wood QI35, it is in 18 degrees. The shaft in that as well, it's a Mitsubishi Kurokage. Kurokage? Pretty sure it's Kurokage. 80TX shaft. So he goes from an 18 degrees 5-wood QI35 into an older model QI10 9-wood and 24 degrees. So he's going back to an older model. Remember the chat we had at the start of the video about Scottish Scheffler? Again, it's linked up there. Interesting, older kit. And in that 9-wood, he's got the same Kurokage by Mitsubishi shaft, which is an 80TX shaft. So that matches with his 5-wood. TaylorMade P7TW irons and 5 to wedge, so the Tiger Wood blades and 5 to wedge. Shaft has he got in them? Well, Project X 6.5, just like everyone else on tour. Oh wow, well done. But clearly that works for him. So that's 5 iron 2, got that written there, wedge. His longer irons, which are not in the bag this week because he's got his 9-wood and his 5-wood in there. He may have had them in, not sure, but I know he's like his 3 iron and his 4 iron are P770s. And I assume they'll be in the same shaft, the Project X 6.5, just assuming, why would they not be? Then we go into wedges. The wedge shaft's a slightly softer shaft than the rest of his clubs, which is very, very common on tour. His wedge shafts are S400s. The reason you have a slightly softer wedge shaft is because you want a little bit more speed, a little bit more spin, a little bit more kick compared to the more boring iron player. Not boring as in bored, but boring as in penetrating ball flight. You want a little stiffer shaft for that in your longer irons or your irons in general, but slightly shorter, softer shafts in your wedges to get that spin, to get that feel of shot. And his wedges are a TaylorMade high toe T4, 52 degrees with 9 degrees of bounce, and a couple of TaylorMade MG prototypes. He's got them in 56 with 12 degrees of bounce and 60 with 10 degrees of bounce. That's actually quite a lot of bounce for a tour player, but you think of the conditions of the course at East Lake, and it's quite lush. I know it's tight around the greens, but when you're not exactly on it and it rolls off, you know, like the ball is sitting up. Also the fact that we're playing preferred lies as well, that ball's going to sit up all day long. Putter, TaylorMade Spider Tour Black. Oh, like everyone else, super stroke grip on that, can't even say it. It's a mid-slim 2.0, TaylorMade TP Soto Truss TF prototype. to remember that. That was a putter that Tommy Fleetwood designed with TaylorMade, and he no longer uses it. He's into the Spider. Designed his own putter with a company that's got millions of pounds, doesn't use it, uses the one off the rack that everyone else is using. Go and buy one. Seriously, go and buy one. Golf grips, he's got a mixture there. Golf Pride Tour Velvet Cord and the Iomic. And finally, what ball was Tommy using? What does Tommy use? Well, he uses a children's ball, a kid's ball. It's not a kid's ball, it's just the junior team I help coach with, they all use this ball. TaylorMade, TP5, X, Pix. Great, the alignment on that's lovely. Absolutely fantastic. Not a kid's ball at all, just winding you up there. So Tommy is fully in that TaylorMade family. Everything's TaylorMade in there. There's nothing away from the brand. Everything, wedgie, the whole lot, the ball, everything. Just fully invested in TaylorMade. Scottish Scheffler, as we mentioned in the video before, there's quite a mixture in there. TaylorMade look after you like a Formula One race team. They analyse everything you do. They know exactly what numbers you're hitting with what club, and when you're invested fully with a company with everything like that, you get that sort of treatment. And I guess that is why there's nothing else in there. He just fully has that pit team or that crew behind him, analysing everything, tweaking everything. That's how your race car's working. That's how we need to fix your race car. Let's go and race the car. Guys, on the screen right now, there is a little link to my book, How to Play Golf Without Giving a... quite punchy. And also the little orange gadget that's on the screen right now, that's worth clicking. That can help 5, 6, probably 7 or 8 parts of your game without even realising it. I'll see you in my next video. Thanks very much. Bye bye.